my name is Katie. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to change part of your telephone by yourself. Today will be the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Believe me, it's very easy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So here's my Galaxy Note 2, which doesn't work. And here's the part that you have to change, that I have to change because it doesn't charge anymore. So this is the part that I bought on internet for 12 euros. It's I was very careful to make sure I buy the right model, which is, in my case, the GTN7105. You just have to make sure you get the right model because the other one might not work in this telephone. So the tools that I need would be this guitar picks, a screwdriver, and I use a special tool to help me with a plastic flat side. So first of all, you take off the back cover. Just put your nail in it and pull it up, just like when you're going to change your battery. Then you pull out the battery and remove any cards that could be there, the SD or the micro SD for saving. Take out the S Pen. Okay, then you see I've got all these screws, so you have to remove all of them. There's 11 of them normally, including the ones in the middle. Okay, so to make sure that you do buy the right part, just to know which one exactly it is, you can see it on this white sticker that's underneath the battery pack. So you should have no problem with that. So take your time to remove the screws. I make sure that I put them on a plate to make sure I don't lose anything because they're so small they can just disappear. This is actually the first time I'm doing this, so we're going through this together. Like that you can see how easy it is. You just have to not be scared. Being curious can save you a lot of money, that's for sure. So almost done with these screws, just a couple more. Okay, just bring this one out. Okay, so there, all the screws are removed. Now we're going to get the part to remove the screen. So you find a place anywhere on the side somewhere and put your guitar pick inside, and once you manage to get one part where you can slide it in, then you just keep going around, making it get removed from the side. You just have to be patient, take your time. You don't want to break the screen because that will cost you a lot more. So you just take your time. It's quite easy. Just need to be patient. And on the inside, turned over, there's sort of like something that you can press on underneath the battery pack. You press on that to unclips it sort of from the inside. So I'm using my plastic tool to help me push it in a little bit. Then I press at the same time at this back part while I continue scraping on the inside to remove the glass panel. Just make sure you don't use any metal screwdrivers, only soft plastic tools, just to not damage anything. Almost out. You can see that it's coming up from every side now, until the point you're going to sort of just make it jump out. or it's just going to fall out. I just keep pushing from the inside and using my tools to just keep undoing and doing, and then eventually it will come out. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm sure if you're not doing this for the first time, it'll be a much faster process. It's just about coming out now. You can see it. There you go. So here it is. Quite easy to do, just have to be patient. So then next thing we do is look for the side with a charging port, and that's where you're going to work on. So there's a small screw there. You remove the screw. There's only one to remove. Okay, then you remove this plastic panel which covers the part that we want to change. Okay, then you undo this antenna piece and undo the other part which is on the side. It's very easy to see where it is. I use my plastic pry tool to make sure I don't damage anything. You do this very carefully, because if you damage one part, then it's finished. You'll need to get a new one. So I carefully lift everything up, always using my plastic prying tool. There, now it's already off. So I'll get my new part and just put it right back into place. The same way that you removed it. So you push it down. I carefully use my prying tool as usual, the plastic one. It's very handy to have one of those. Then I push carefully that part on so that it sort of clips back into place. Push the antenna back on carefully as well, as long as you don't damage anything. In this case, this piece has a sticker on underneath, so you remove the sticker, and this is to help it keep down, but it doesn't really matter because you put the plastic cover on top after. Okay, then you just put everything nicely down into place. Before closing, make sure that everything is well put in place. Now we can cover it right back where it was before, and just screw the one screw back on. That's just to hold everything in place. Before closing the phone, you make sure that you check that everything is in place on the top part. Make sure nothing has gone out of place. Okay, now we can close it. Very easy. You just clips it all back in. It will make a clicking sound all over the place until you see that it's fully closed. Okay, you'll hear it snapping everywhere. Great. Now we turn it over and put our battery pack back into its place as usual. Now before putting all the screws back in, I'm going to make sure that it works. Otherwise we'd have to undo all the screws again. So I can now plug everything in. Let's see if we managed. Switch it on. Oh, and we already have a sign of life, which we had nothing left before. The phone actually did not charge at all, and could not use it at all. So the fact that it's already turning on is already a good sign. I did put in a new battery, which I also bought, which was not necessary. There we go. It's on, and now let's see. Okay, there we have it, charging 59%. It's working. So now it's going to switch it off again, because we have to put our screws back in. We make sure we don't want to have any kind of static around. Okay, so now we carefully put back all the 11 screws in place. This takes some time, so you've just got to do this patiently as well. They're very small, so delicate job, but easy. So when you put the screws in, try to make sure that you don't screw them in too tightly. Otherwise, you could damage the heads. And then it's very difficult to remove it after. Had that problem once, and it took me about 2 hours to remove the screw. So you don't want to destroy the heads. So if you like this video, since we have some time while I'm putting all these screws back in, then I hope you subscribe to my YouTube. That would help me to be able to make more videos, because I do plan to try out more videos, try out more fixing telephones, because I find it so easy to do and you save so much money. Okay, I'm getting to the end of these screws. Okay, now I put my cover back on, and I'm going to try it again to make sure it still works, which obviously it should. You can put your S Pen back in at any moment, of course. Not forget to put that back in. Okay, let's see. Here it goes, turning on. Now I'm sure it will work, but let's just show you that it's true. Okay, here it is. Charging. Wonderful. And all that in 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, 13 exactly. So you see, it's very easy. You can absolutely do it yourself. If I can do it, you can absolutely do it yourself. And I hope you liked my video. Bye!